Here we have a vehicle where the check engine light is on, and there's a number of other warning lights as well, but in this case we're just going to focus on the check engine light. As you can see, that's on. We're going to see why that's on. So to diagnose that, you need an OBD2 scanner, and you need to find the OBD2 or the diagnostic port underneath the dashboard. So right here under the dashboard is your OBD2 port. It can be here, it can be a little bit further back, sometimes it can have a cover, but all cars have that. 1996 and newer are going to have that. Then you turn on your ignition. Okay, now here we have our scanner. It's powered. It's turned on. Once you turn on the ignition, then you press enter here, and then diagnostic, press enter again. It's going to communicate with the vehicle. Press no here. Erase previously stored data. Says check engine light is on. Then you can read codes and erase codes, and you can do a few other things, but we're going to focus on reading and clearing codes. So you're going to press read codes, press enter. Now stored codes are the codes that trigger the check engine light, and then pending codes are codes that haven't triggered the check engine light. The engine control unit keeps monitoring those issues, so it might trigger some codes there without turning on the check engine light. So that could be the case sometimes if you have codes in pending but no check engine light. So press enter here. It's P0353 ignition coil C primary circuit. So what you can do here, you can take this code P0353. This can give you a rough idea what's going on, but you can research that code online, and you'll find, for example, that that's the ignition coil in cylinder 3 that's faulty. And then here we have 1 of 1, so this has only one code, but if there were more codes, sometimes it could be 2, 3, or 4. You press this down arrow and then you'll see more codes showing up here. You can do, in this case, this code is going to be stored most likely in pending as well. So pending code, the vehicle will keep to monitoring that, make sure that when that is fixed, basically it can clear the check engine light on its own, but that usually takes a few days of driving. You can go to erase code, so once you fix the issue, you can go to erase code, press enter, erase trouble codes, yes, press enter. Now if you need to take the vehicle for emission test, you cannot. You will not pass it if we go take this car right now without fixing the issue. And one way to check though, when your vehicle is ready to pass the emission test, you go down to I am Readiness, press enter, and then select since DTC is cleared. And then here you can see check engine light. This MIL is check engine light. It's off. You can see all these systems are okay, but here we have INC, which stands for incomplete. So catalytic monitor is not complete, so the vehicle needs to be driven for a little bit for that to switch to OK. Those NA means not applicable, so we don't need to worry about them. But this vehicle now has all these incompletes because we just cleared the code. You need to drive the vehicle for a day or two. You can come back here, you can check these. You'll see most of them, if not all, are going to switch to OK, change from incomplete to OK, with the exception of these that are not applicable. They're going to stay the same. And then you know that you can just go and pass that emission test as long as all of these are OK, with the exception of the not applicable, and your check engine light remains off. If your check engine light comes back on, you automatically fail that emission test. But that's it. That's how to use this scanner to read clear codes and find out if you can pass the emission test. Thank you for watching.